Imagine a moment where a subtle jab between presidents on the global stage reveals more than years of diplomacy or countless news cycles ever could. Picture a high-stakes international summit, filled with carefully chosen words and calculated postures, where a seemingly minor interaction between two leaders from vastly different worlds sets off a chain of events that speaks volumes about power, perception, and unexpected capability. Have you ever witnessed a situation where someone was casually dismissed or their skills subtly questioned, only for them to deliver a performance that completely silenced their critics? What does it truly take to assess someone's readiness, their practical ability, especially when the pressure is immense and the stakes are global? This isn't just a hypothetical, it happened. President Vladimir Putin of Russia, a figure known for his strategic communication, made a seemingly casual remark about Captain Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso's shooting skills. And just 17 minutes later, the atmosphere around the entire Russian delegation shifted dramatically. They became noticeably calm, but it was the kind of calm that follows a sudden, silent, and profound reassessment of reality. What exactly transpired in those critical 17 minutes? What specific skill was demonstrated, and by whom, that could cause such a reaction from a delegation as seasoned as Russia's? And what did this brief, intense moment reveal about the true capabilities present at that summit and the subtle, often unseen dynamics of global power and perception? Stay with us as we uncover the full story behind this intriguing incident that went largely unnoticed by the wider world but held significant implications. But first, if this unexpected turn of events has you hooked and eager to learn more, hit that like button right now and subscribe to Magnificent Story for more insights into the hidden currents of political trends. Imagine a moment where a subtle jab between presidents on the global stage reveals more than years of diplomacy or countless news cycles ever could. Picture a high-stakes international summit, filled with carefully chosen words and calculated postures, where a seemingly minor interaction between two leaders from vastly different worlds sets off a chain of events that speaks volumes about power, perception, and unexpected capability. Have you ever witnessed a situation where someone was casually dismissed or their skills subtly questioned, only for them to deliver a performance that completely silenced their critics? What does it truly take to assess someone's readiness, their practical ability, especially when the pressure is immense and the stakes are global? This isn't just a hypothetical, it happened. President Vladimir Putin of Russia, a figure known for his strategic communication, made a seemingly casual remark about Captain Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso's shooting skills. And just 17 minutes later, the atmosphere around the entire Russian delegation shifted dramatically. They became noticeably calm, but it was the kind of calm that follows a sudden, silent, and profound reassessment of reality. What exactly transpired in those critical 17 minutes? What specific skill was demonstrated, and by whom, that could cause such a reaction from a delegation as seasoned as Russia's? And what did this brief, intense moment reveal about the true capabilities present at that summit and the subtle, often unseen dynamics of global power and perception? Stay with us as we uncover the full story behind this intriguing incident that went largely unnoticed by the wider world but held significant implications. But first, if this unexpected turn of events has you hooked and eager to learn more, hit that like button right now and subscribe to Magnificent Story for more insights into the hidden currents of political trends. It was during a brief respite from the formal sessions that President Vladimir Putin, accompanied by several members of his delegation, including the sharp-featured aide Viktor Petrov, paused near the exhibit featuring Burkina Faso's security simulation. Captain Ibrahim Traoré was nearby, engaged in conversation with Captain Adama Diallo, a trusted member of his security detail whose attention to his surroundings was unwavering. Putin offered a slight, almost imperceptible smile as he gestured towards the display. His voice, though not loud, carried clearly to those in the immediate vicinity. "Ah, Captain Traoré," he said, "impressive technology. Though, of course, technology is only as good as the hand that guides it. One hopes the practical skills match the digital." The remark, seemingly innocuous on the surface, held a subtle, layered meaning. It could be interpreted as a general observation about military readiness, but delivered in this context, from a leader of Russia to the head of state of Burkina Faso, it felt like a deliberate, veiled tease regarding shooting skills and overall military capability. It carried the casual confidence of a leader accustomed to projecting an image of strength and perhaps subtly questioning the practical abilities of others on the global stage. Was it a test? A jab at perceived limitations? Or simply a moment of calculated projection? Captain Ibrahim Traoré met President Putin's gaze directly, his expression remaining calm and unreadable, betraying no hint of being unsettled by the subtle challenge. "Mr. President," he replied smoothly, his voice steady, "in Burkina Faso, necessity is the greatest teacher of practical skills. Our hands are guided by the urgent need to protect our people. Both technology and skill are honed daily in the face of real threats." His response was pointed, shifting the focus from abstract simulation to the harsh, practical realities faced by his nation, emphasizing that their skills were forged not in theory, but in the crucible of necessity. Captain Adama Diallo and Victor Petrov, standing nearby, observed the brief exchange intently, each processing the subtle power dynamics at play. Just 17 minutes after that subtle exchange near the exhibit, the focus shifted to a different, heavily secured area of the summit, a live-fire demonstration zone. This was where participating nations were scheduled to showcase their advanced counterterrorism response capabilities through a series of controlled exercises. The air here was different, charged with anticipation, the sharp scent of gunpowder lingering faintly from earlier tests. International observers, military attaches, and members of various delegations, including a contingent from Russia, had gathered in a protected viewing gallery to witness displays of precision, speed, and tactical efficiency in neutralizing simulated threats within a complex urban environment. The exercise was proceeding as planned, with a demonstration team moving through the simulated scenario, engaging automated targets that followed pre-programmed paths. Then, without warning, a critical technical malfunction occurred. One of the automated targets, instead of continuing its designated route, suddenly veered sharply off course. Its movement became erratic, unpredictable, and alarmingly faster than anticipated, creating an immediate and dangerous deviation from the controlled scenario. This malfunction instantly transformed a planned demonstration into a high-risk situation within a live-fire zone. A fast-moving, unpredictable element was now present in an area where live rounds were being fired, putting the demonstration team and potentially even the observers at risk if not handled immediately. Standard protocols dictated an emergency halt to the exercise, but the suddenness of the malfunction had caught everyone off guard, leaving the demonstration team momentarily exposed and the situation rapidly escalating. A palpable tension gripped the viewing gallery. Observers stiffened, their murmurs of anticipation replaced by sharp intakes of breath. Members of the Russian delegation present in the gallery became noticeably alert, their expressions shifting from casual observation to focused concern as they assessed the unfolding, dangerous chaos. Amidst the sudden chaos and the collective stiffening of the international observers, a small, previously unnoticed group reacted with astonishing speed and coordination. This was a detachment from the Burkinabe security team, present only as quiet observers, positioned near the area where the malfunction occurred. While others in the gallery were still processing the unexpected danger, these individuals moved with a fluid, almost silent precision that spoke volumes about their training and readiness. From this small group, two members, Corporal Aissata Sow and Sergeant Musa Ouedraogo, detached themselves from the observation point. Their movement was decisive, bypassing the hesitation that gripped others. Sergeant Ouedraogo immediately provided disciplined cover fire towards a designated safe zone, a crucial action to prevent any accidental crossfire from the main demonstration team, who were momentarily frozen by the unpredictable situation. Simultaneously, Corporal Sow executed a series of rapid, calculated movements, her eyes fixed on the malfunctioning target. Ignoring the erratic primary target itself, Corporal Sow instead focused her attention on a secondary, static target position dangerously close to the malfunctioning one. With 3 incredibly fast, precise shots from her standard-issue rifle, she didn't aim to simply destroy the target. Instead, her rounds hit specific, non-critical points on the automated system controlling the malfunctioning target's movement. This was a demonstration of not just marksmanship, but also technical understanding and rapid problem-solving under extreme pressure. The effect was immediate and unexpected by the technical staff overseeing the exercise. The erratic target froze mid-movement, its power source effectively disrupted by Corporal Sow's precisely placed shots. The entire unplanned intervention, from the moment the malfunction occurred to the neutralization of the immediate threat, took less than 10 seconds. The main demonstration team, momentarily stunned by this unconventional and rapid resolution, quickly ceased fire as the immediate danger was eliminated in a manner completely outside the exercise parameters. This swift, adaptive response from the Burkinabe team stood in stark contrast to the planned, perhaps less flexible nature of the main demonstration, highlighting a different kind of skill, one honed by the unpredictable realities faced daily in Burkina Faso. As Corporal Aissata Sow's final, precise shot echoed in the demonstration zone and the malfunctioning target froze, A stunned silence fell over the viewing gallery. The collective tension that had gripped the observers just moments before was replaced by a quiet astonishment. Eyes turned towards the small Burkinabe detachment, who had returned to their observation positions with the same quiet efficiency with which they had acted. The reaction of the Russian delegation was particularly telling. Just minutes earlier, they had been observing with a casual air, perhaps even a degree of detachment. Now they were noticeably still, their previous postures of relaxed observation replaced by an intense, focused stillness. President Vladimir Putin, who had turned his full attention to the demonstration area, remained rigid, his expression unreadable but his gaze fixed. The calm that settled over the Russian group was not one of relaxation or disinterest. It was the profound calm of sudden, urgent assessment. It was the silence of unexpected data being processed at high speed, of assumptions being instantly re-evaluated in the face of undeniable practical skill. Viktor Petrov, President Putin's aide, felt a jolt of something akin to alarm. His initial, perhaps dismissive, assessment of the Burkinabe team's capabilities evaporated in an instant. Corporal Sau's intervention wasn't just skilled, it demonstrated a level of adaptive thinking, precision under chaos, and technical understanding that was genuinely surprising. His pen moved rapidly across his notebook, no longer just recording observations but urgently revising assessments. The simple tease about shooting skills, just 17 minutes prior, now felt ill-judged. What does this moment tell us about where true capability lies in unexpected places? Does real-world experience in challenging environments forge skills that simulations can't replicate? Share your thoughts on this surprising display of skill and the Russian delegation's reaction in the comments below. Corporal Sau's precise and rapid intervention was far more than just a display of sharp shooting. It revealed a profound level of training and operational readiness within the Burkinabe security team, specifically, their ability to adapt instantly to an unforeseen crisis and make critical, effective decisions under extreme pressure. This was not a rehearsed scenario, it was a real-time problem demanding immediate, unconventional action. Their success in neutralizing the threat so quickly and precisely challenged any potential preconceived notions or underestimations of capabilities from nations like Burkina Faso, often viewed through the lens of their challenges rather than their honed skills. The incident underscored a crucial broader implication: the significant difference between theoretical or simulated skills, practiced in controlled environments, and the practical real-world experience honed by necessity in demanding, unpredictable situations. The daily fight against complex threats in Burkina Faso has clearly forged a level of adaptive skill and tactical awareness that can be profoundly effective. This moment connects directly to the subtle dynamics of international relations, demonstrating how perceptions of a nation's strength and the skill of its personnel can shift dramatically based on unexpected, tangible demonstrations of competence, forcing a re-evaluation of who possesses true capability on the global stage. So, the narrative unfolds. A subtle, perhaps dismissive, tease from President Vladimir Putin of Russia directed at Captain Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso regarding shooting skills. Then, just 17 minutes later, unexpected chaos erupts in a live-fire demonstration, met by the precise, adaptive intervention of a small Burkinabe team. The result? A sudden, telling silence from the powerful Russian delegation, a calm born of urgent re-evaluation. This brief, intense period revealed more than intended, highlighting how true capability, honed by necessity and real-world pressure, can emerge from unexpected places. It underscores the ongoing struggle for recognition and respect on the global stage, demonstrating that practical skill can sometimes speak louder than words, momentarily silencing even the most confident observers and forcing a fundamental reassessment of perceived strengths. Don't miss our future deep dives into global political trends and the hidden stories that shape them. Make sure you're subscribed to Magnificent Story and have notifications turned on so you don't miss out. Thank you for watching.